Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at the DeepSeek V3.1 technical report. It introduces a model with a clever hybrid inference system, allowing it to switch between thinking and non-thinking modes depending on the task. And as well see, this approach leads to some big gains in efficiency. The model was also trained on a massively extended dataset to improve its agent and tool calling skills. Alright, and this figure really puts that performance into perspective. We're looking at the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index, which is a composite score from 8 different evaluations testing a model's analytical skills. And looking at the results, you can see DeepSeek V3.1 in its reasoning mode scores a 60, which is very competitive. Then, its non-reasoning mode scores a 49. This result really demonstrates the flexibility of that hybrid system. Strong performance for complex tasks, and a different mode for more straightforward ones. Building on that, this chart visualizes the trade-off between intelligence and efficiency. On the vertical axis is that intelligence score, and on the horizontal axis is the number of output tokens, a measure of computational cost. The non-reasoning mode is fast and efficient, but scores lower. The reasoning mode, on the other hand, gets that high score, but uses more tokens. The key takeaway, though, is how it compares to the previous model. DeepSeek V3.1 gets a similar intelligence score, but with much greater efficiency. So, moving beyond general intelligence, this table details the model's agent skills. These are its abilities to perform complex, multi-step tasks like software engineering. On the SWE bench-verified benchmark, for example, DeepSeek V3.1 achieves a score of 66. This score is a massive improvement over the other two models shown, which are both in the mid-40s. The results on Terminal Bench also show a similar leap, really underscoring the gains made in its practical, agent-like capabilities. Expanding on those agent skills, this table compares DeepSeek V3.1 against its predecessor on tasks involving complex search and reasoning. The improvement is really dramatic on the BrowseComp benchmark, which measures web browsing capabilities. Here, the new model scores a 30, a huge jump from the previous model's 8.9. We see this pattern of strong gains across other benchmarks too, like XBench Deep Search and Seal 0, highlighting its enhanced ability to handle these complex, multi-step problems. Alright, so bringing it all together, DeepSeek V3.1 really stands out for its clever hybrid inference system. By using a simple think token to switch between modes, it can be both incredibly fast for simple queries and deeply analytical for complex problems. This flexibility, combined with its expanded training, leads to those dramatic improvements we saw in agent skills, like coding and web searching. It's a powerful and efficient step forward. Well, that's all the time